Hare Krishna. So today we're gonna hear the katha or the pastime of Radha Gobind Deb, Radha Gopinath and Radha Madan Mohan. How they came, how they appeared, where are they being worshipped right now, why are they moved to Rajasthan, and all this little pastimes we're gonna cover into this small talk. So these three deities, Radha Gobind Deb, Radha Gopinath, Radha Madan Mohan, they belongs to Vrindavan. During the time of Aurangzeb, they have been transferred to Rajasthan along with Radha Vinodini Sarkar. And that's the reason Jaipur is called as Gupta Vrindavan. Gupta arthat hidden. So Jaipur is called as Gupta Vrindavan. So we're going to understand the pastime of these three deities, Radha Gobind Deb, Radha Gopinath and Radha Madan Mohan. So when Krishna was present on this planet, he was ruling from Dwarika, and before the time of his departure, he thought that let me call all of my Gopikas with Radharani to Dwarika. So he sent an invitation. Gopika Radharani accepted the invitation and they traveled to Dwarika. But they haven't stayed into the palace of Dwarika. They says we're gonna stay somewhere in outskirts. So Krishna says accepted, and Krishna prepared the beautiful tent palace for them, and that is at the place where right now Gopi Talab is. So Dwarika is a city in Gujarat. From there, 19 kilometers outskirt of Dwarika, you will find a place called Gopi Talab. Over there, the big tent city has been created, right? All the facilities, everything, and all the Gopikas with Radharani, they stayed at this tent city. Now every queen was given a service to serve one Gopika, and the service to Radharani was given to a daughter-in-law of Krishna, who is a wife of Pradyumna. At the time when Radharani was in Dwarika, staying in the tent city, when she was serving Radharani, actually she was pregnant. She was carrying a child on her womb. So Radharani became very pleased with her service and give her a benediction that, my dear child, in future the time is going to come when entire Yaduvansh is going to be destroyed by the curse of Devarshi Narad. But you and your child is going to be protected with my blessing. So when the child born, his name was given as Vajranab. Vajra arthat shield. So his name is Vajranab. When the child grew up slowly, he was hearing all the glories of Krishna, that how beautiful Krishna was, how powerful Krishna was, how strong Krishna was, how smart Krishna was, how enchanting Krishna was. And he developed a lot of curiosities that, I want to see him, how beautiful he was looking. So he called, when he grown up, he became the king. He called the person who crafted the, statue from the stone. I forgot the name you call we call a shilpi in Hindi. Anyway, you understand what I mean. So he called the person and he requested his mother that, can you please describe each and every detail of my grandfather, how he was looking and everything. So his mother explained each and everything, detail about his expressions, his features, his build and everything. And this person crafted 3 beautiful deities out of the stone. So by thinking that whichever is close to Krishna, they're going to keep it. So they called the mother, and then Vajranabh asked his mother that, can you just please explain or just identify which one is the closest form to my grandfather Krishna. Her mother observed the deities very, with sincerity actually. And then she come to the conclusion that, my son, I cannot just, put a finger on one deity, that this is the closest one, because each and every deity has a specific features of your grandfather. Vajranabh says that, can you please elaborate? Her mother says that this specific deities on the right hand side, his feet is matching with your grandfather's feet. Now the deity is in the middle, his chest is actually matching with your grandfather's chest. And the deity is on the left, whose face is matching with the face of your grandfather. So whose feet are matching with the feet of Krishna, his name was given as Sri Radha Madan Mohanji. The deities whose chest is matching with Krishna's chest, his name is given as Radha Gopinathji. And the deities whose face is matching with Krishna, his name is given as Radha Gobind Deb. Now these 3 deities has been worshipped in Vrindavan from long, many years. And when, as we discussed, Aurangzeb attacked Vrindavan, these deities were transferred to Jaipur, to Raja Man Singh. Now, there is a little story. So, in the beginning, all 3 deities were worshipped into the palace of King Man Singh in Jaipur. Now, the daughter of King Man Singh was in love with Radha Madan Mohanji. She was in Madhurya. And now her marriage was, fixed. And she has only one desire, that if I leave the palace, I want to carry Radha Madan Mohan with me. So then I won't feel separation. So he requested his father, Raja Man Singh, that, my dear father, can you please gift me Radha Madan Mohan? So Man Singh says that, my daughter, he is not an object. I cannot give you as a gift. And now she became angry. She started crying. She left food, water and everything. So Raja Man Singh came and says that, my daughter, if you love him so much, you have to prove your love. And if you succeed, I will gift you Radha Madan Mohanji. So daughter says that, tell me, what is the condition I have to go through? So King Man Singh says that, I will put a bandage or a band on your eyes, and by touching each deities, you have to identify who is Madan Mohan. All the 3 deities were in the palace of King Man Singh. Now the daughter was little confused, and she became, upset that how is that possible? Just touching the deity is how I'm going to identify him. And she slept at night. In the dream, Madan Mohanji appeared and says that you don't need to worry about anything. You know what? In the morning, just come and touch us and try to press the hand. If my hand will get pressed, like how when I press the hand of the human, we can press the hand of the human, right? So if the hand is pressed, then understand that is me, Madan Mohan, and that's all. So don't worry and sleep well. So next day morning, Rajkumari, or the princess, was so happy. She happily accepted the band on her eyes, and she started walking, touching each and every deities. And when she came in contact with Madan Mohanji, she tried to press the hand, and as soon as she pressed the hand became soft, and she was able to press it nicely. And then she said that this is my Madan Mohanji. So as King Man Singh agreed to gift her Madan Mohanji transferred from Jaipur to Karoli. Karoli is a place or a city or a kingdom which is 5 hours of distance from Jaipur. So right now if you go to Jaipur, you can have a darshan of Gobind Dev Ji and Gobind Dev Ji and Gopinath Ji, who is the face and the chest of Krishna. And the feet of the Krishna, he went to as Madan Mohan to Karoli, which is 5 hours away from Jaipur. It says that if you have a darshan of all these three deities from Mangala to Sandhya, you get the equivalent benefit of having darshan of Krishna, because technically you have seen the face of Krishna as Govinda Dev, you have seen the chest of Krishna as Gopinath Ji, and you have seen the leg of Krishna or feet of Krishna as Madan Mohanji. There are so many pastime of even Gobind Dev Ji. Since we are talking about Gobind Dev Ji, so Gobind Dev Ji is basically a face of Krishna. He's still in the palace of Man Singh. If you go to Jaipur, he's right in the center of the big, huge city palace of King Man Singh. And Gobind Dev Ji does lot of miracles, in the sense that he do lot of pastime with the devotees who goes there. And mark my words, you will feel lot of vibrations as well. He's very notorious. If you want to hear some of the pastimes, you can tell me. I'll send in the different recordings. Okay, I hope I have answered your question, which you want to learn about who is Gobind Dev Ji, Gopinath Ji and Madan Mohan Ji. Again, one is the face of Krishna is Gobind Dev Ji, one is the chest of Krishna as Gopinath Ji, and one is the feet of Krishna is Madan Mohan Ji, who is right now in Karoli. Hari Bol.